Hey guys, my name is Hunter with Archery World and Archery Northwest. Today we got the new 2025 Darton bows. We're gonna unbox them, give you my first impressions on them, and shoot them up. Alright, here we have Darton's new 2025 bows, the Darton Sequel 31 ST2 and Darton Sequel 35 ST2. Now that ST2 stands for speed, timing, and tuning. So what that means, each bow is going to come with two sets of mods. A standard mod will be shipped with the bow. It will also come with an additional speed mod. Now the timing and tuning, those are new features for these new 2025 bows. Both bows will have the micro adjust timing adjustments without a bow press. There's one little set screw here and you just spin this as minimally as you want. So you can really fine tune your timing, where you normally would have to put it in a bow press to put a half twist in a cable, so you can micro tune it with this. One of my favorite features of these new bows is the limb tuning feature. This allows you to be able to paper tune, broadhead tune, bare shaft tune, all without a bow press. You don't have to drive to your local pro shop anymore. You can do it all right at home, out in the field. Everything is done without a bow press. You are basically going to be increasing or decreasing the poundage on one certain limb. So everything is going to be still straight and centered, but you're going to be messing with the deflections at the pocket. So there's not going to be any shift or slop in that bow at all. They have new grip plates here. It's going to be a much thicker aluminum. It looks very sleek. I really like the looks of this. Also, we have not only QAD integrated rest, but also Hamskea integration available as well. I'm liking that they went with that, so if you want an integrated setup, you can go one or the other. You aren't sold on one. The cams, they are going to be laser etched, so it's much easier to read. Working on Dartons in the past, it was kind of harder to read those numbers to see exact what draw length you were setting it to. They laser etched all those, so that makes it really nice and easy to read on there. Lastly, they made a slight change in the string stop. They changed up the rubber on it. Seems to be a little bit quieter, a little bit less vibration in that as well. They continued the lower dampening system on there, which you can honestly run some of the other manufacturers' kickstands on there. The one thing that I really like about Darton that I think more bow companies should do is they have a center shot line, where is a good starting point for center shot. Makes it really quick and easy to set up your rest and just put your arrow directly through this line. Alright, so the specs for the Sequel 31 ST2. This bow comes in at an axle-to-axle length of 31 3/16. It's got a brace height of 6 3/8. It's got a mass weight rating of 4.6 pounds and a speed rating of 335 feet per second with the standard mod. Also 341 feet per second with the speed mod. This bow has a rotating mod that goes from 25 inches to 30.5. Next, we have the Sequel 33 ST2. This bow has an axle-to-axle rating of 33 3/16, brace height of 6 3/8, mass weight rating of 4.7 pounds, with a speed rating again of 335 feet per second with the standard mod, 341 feet per second with the speed mod. Has a rotating module that goes from 25.5 inches up to 31 inches. Lastly, the Sequel 35 ST2 has an axle-to-axle length of 35 1/8, has a brace height of 6.3 inches, has a mass weight rating of 4.75 pounds. The standard mod speed is 331 feet per second, while the speed mod is giving out 336 feet per second. This bow goes from 26 inches all the way up to 31.5 inches of draw length.
Alright, so one of the key features about the new Darton lineup is their new patent pending limb tuning system. So essentially what they've done here is they've given you this screw which is going to in turn press down on the limbs at the limb pocket, which is just going to change their deflection, slightly increase or decrease the poundage, which in turn is going to cause your cam to lean a certain way, which gives you a simple micro tuning system to paper tune your bow out in the field without a bow press. So everything's going to stay square and in line. You're not going to be shifting your pocket around or your cam on an axle. It's all going to be just changing the deflection of the limb in the limb pocket. A really ingenious, intuitive design that's super easy to use. Another cool feature is their new timing micro tune system. So if you're out in the field, you notice your cam timing is off, easy to adjust that, not even with the bow press. You just loosen up a set screw, you give this system a twist, and boom, you know, you've added a twist to your cable without needing to put into a bow press, and you can get your cams back in line. This system also seems really intuitive and ingenious in design, really solid and feels great when you're using it. Which is just another feature that makes these new Darton bows extremely easy to adjust and putting that accessibility back in the hands of the shooter and being able to tune out in the field on the fly, which is great. So let's go ahead and get these set up and put some shots through them and see how they perform.
Okay, we're going to do a quick speed test on the Sequel 35 ST2. It is rated from the factory with the standard mod at 331 feet per second. We're going to shoot it at 29 inches, 70 pounds, first with a 375 grain arrow, and then next with a 433 grain arrow. So we got 304.2 feet per second with the 375 grain arrow. And we have 283.2 feet per second with the 433 grain arrow. All right, now that we've already taken a couple shots through it, we're gonna shoot it through paper, see what type of tear we get. If we need to make any adjustments, we're gonna utilize their new tuning system without a bow press to do so. All right, so we got a tail right tear or point left. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up this left top and bottom left limb here. It was snug down, so we're going to loosen them up a little bit to decrease the load on the left side here. So after decreasing that load a little bit, you can see we went from a tail right tear to a bullet hole. All right, to wrap up the new bow reviews for the 2025 Dartons, the sequels, I really do like them. I've shot Darton for the past couple years now. It's got a really smooth draw cycle, dead in hand feel. I do like their new tuning abilities that they put on there with the new timing system and limb pocket system. So I think they are going to be a great seller for us. We have them in stock now here at Archery World in Vancouver, Washington. So go check your local dealer out, call them up and try one today.